The words no athlete ever wants to hear. You may never play again. In the NFL, careers end in an instant. One wrong step, one bad tackle, one moment that changes everything. But every so often, a player refuses to accept the diagnosis. They fight through surgeries that would break most people. They endure rehab that takes years, not months. And they come back to not just play, but to dominate. These are the injury comebacks that defied medicine, defied the odds, and proved that sometimes the human spirit is stronger than the human body. November 18, 2018, Washington versus Houston Texans. Alex Smith drops back to pass in the third quarter. What happened next was one of the most horrific injuries in NFL history, and it happened on the exact same date 33 years to the day that Joe Theismann's career ended on the same field. Smith suffered spiral and compound fractures of his right tibia and fibula, but that was just the beginning. Over the next 2 years, Smith underwent 17 surgeries. He developed a life-threatening infection. Doctors considered amputating his leg. His wife was told to prepare for the worst. The infection ate away muscle and tissue. Smith needed a skin graft that ran from his ankle to his knee. Walking again would be a miracle. Playing football? Impossible. 693 days after his injury, Alex Smith took the field for Washington again. He won the NFL Comeback Player of the Year award unanimously. "I really feel like I died and got a second chance," Smith said. "To play football again is beyond what I ever could have imagined." Up next, the comeback that rewrote everything we knew about ACL recovery. December 24, 2011, Christmas Eve, Adrian Peterson, the most dominant running back in football, goes down with a torn ACL and MCL in his left knee. At the time, ACL tears meant at least a year of recovery. Most players needed 12 to 18 months before returning to form. Some never fully recovered. Peterson was back for week 1, 9 months after surgery. Most players are still doing light jogging. Peterson was taking handoffs. And he didn't just come back. He had the greatest season of his career, 2,097 rushing yards, the second highest total in NFL history, 9 yards short of Eric Dickerson's all-time record. He averaged 6.0 yards per carry, the best of his career. He scored 12 touchdowns. He won the MVP award. Peterson didn't just recover from his ACL tear. He changed how the entire medical community thought about knee injuries. His recovery became a blueprint. His work ethic became legendary. Moving on to the quarterback whose career was supposed to end 3 different times. Joe Montana won 4 Super Bowls. He's considered one of the 2 or 3 greatest quarterbacks ever, but he almost never got there. In 1986, Montana suffered a severe back injury, a ruptured disc. Doctors told him he should retire immediately. He was back in 2 months, and he led the 49ers to a 43-17 victory in his first game back, throwing for 270 yards and 3 touchdowns. Then came 1991, a severe elbow injury in the preseason. He needed surgery to have his elbow tendon reattached. More complications followed. He missed the entire 1991 season and most of 1992. The 49ers moved on. Steve Young became the starter. Montana was traded to Kansas City in 1993. At 36 years old, after missing nearly 2 full seasons, Montana proved he wasn't done. He made the Pro Bowl. He led the Chiefs to 2 playoff comeback victories. He silenced everyone who said his career was over. "They told me 3 times my career was over," Montana said. "3 times I proved them wrong." On the other hand, some comebacks happen when cameras aren't watching. Navarro Bowman was the best inside linebacker in football. He and Patrick Willis formed one of the most dominant linebacker duos in NFL history, leading the 49ers to 3 straight NFC Championship games. January 2014, NFC Championship game, Seattle. Bowman makes a play on the ball at the goal line. What followed was one of the most gruesome injuries ever broadcast on national television. He tore every ligament in his knee, ACL, MCL, and more. The injury was so severe that doctors wondered if he'd ever walk normally again, let alone play football. Bowman missed the entire 2014 season. He spent months learning to walk again, then learning to run, then learning to cut. In 2015, Bowman returned, and he didn't just return. He led the entire NFL in tackles with 154. He made first-team All-Pro. The same knee that doctors thought might never work again was carrying him to the best statistical season of his career. Alex Smith, Adrian Peterson, Joe Montana, Navarro Bowman. 4 players who were told their careers were over. 4 players who refused to listen. Injuries end most NFL careers. The human body can only take so much punishment. But these players proved that with enough will, enough work, and enough belief, the impossible becomes possible. Their comebacks didn't just save their careers, they inspired everyone who watched them. They proved that the story isn't over until you decide it's over. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Which of these comebacks impressed you the most? Before you leave, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next ones.